But if you think that that's all the Mario news you can handle, you might want to think again. Because for the first time ever, a second full 3D Mario title is going to appear on a single Nintendo console.
So if you know anything about Super Mario Galaxy 2, it's a 3D action-adventure platform game released for the Wii on May 22nd, 2010. It's the sequel to 2007's Super Mario Galaxy. It's the 13th entry in the Super Mario series, the 4th 3D platformer, and the only 3D platformer in the Super Mario series to be released on the same console as its predecessor. The sequel retains many elements from its predecessor, such as the adventure begins in outer space, the element of gravity, items such as bee mushrooms and spring mushrooms, and recurring objects such as launch stars and sling stars. But the game introduces new elements as well, such as the utilization of Yoshi, new power-ups like the Cloud Flower, and the use of a guide within the game for beginner players. The development of Super Mario Galaxy 2 started as soon as the first Super Mario Galaxy was released. Many of the ideas were based on those shown in the first game, which, for example, include moving or adding new stars in the levels. The project was initially called Super Mario Galaxy 1.5. The development of the new version of the game lasted a year. However, Shigeru Miyamoto realized that the new game was beginning to overflow with new elements and ideas. Therefore, the team decided to create a real Super Mario Galaxy sequel rather than a new version of the original installment. The development of the sequel then lasted 2.5 years. So I wanted to include a little bit of history of the Galaxy series, in particular Super Mario Galaxy 2. So let's get into Galaxy 2 on the Switch 2. You know, when it comes to resolution, frame rate, what kind of upsampler is being used, DLSS, everything that you can possibly think of that, you know, I guess is important. And I know some people live and die by technical specs and things like that. And that's fine. Yes, you should definitely want something better than you've got the previous generation. But for me, I feel like these classic games, and this is just, 2007. I know for most of you, 2007 is like 1940, but for me, it's not that long ago. And really, games haven't really gotten much better than this in the genre of platformers. And when it comes to Nintendo and Nintendo fans, this is just my opinion, but I feel like Nintendo fans, we just get it. We understand the idea that, yes, this is an older game, and yes, the resolution is a little bit better, the frame rate is a little bit better, but the additive features within the generation that we're in with the new generation hardware is really something that I think motivates most of the Nintendo faithful. And even though Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are older games, they highlight just the strength of Nintendo's internal development, their ideas, their games are timeless, and yes, even in 2025, up-resed versions of these two games on the new hardware, the Switch 2, really speak to the past, the ideas in the present, and a fantastic future for Nintendo first party. So let's get the huge critique out of the way that I see all the time when it comes to games like this that are re-released. Oh, it's just a re-release. They're just repackaging the game. They're making it a little bit higher resolution, and then they're selling it for a crazy price. Who would want this? Who would want this? But I feel like that sort of negates the idea or pretends that the source material, like, these two original games, weren't already genre-defining games. You can't just re-release crap, right? It has to be great. It has to have once been fantastic. And even in today's market, these two games, Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, they do not have an equal when it comes to the character-driven 3D action-adventure/platforming genre. So re-releasing these games not only exposes them to the audience that's faithful to Nintendo for what Nintendo does, but it also reintroduces the idea of what Nintendo is over a long period of time to maybe new fans. new people who purchased their Switch 2 and they want to see what this Nintendo thing is all about. Well, from all the way back in 2006 and 2007, all the way up to today with Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can see that long tail of Nintendo creatives, creativity, and the strategy of Nintendo, what it is they do. These aren't games that came out within a generation and now they have no value. These are games that feed a brand forever. This is the reason people go to the theme park. This is the game, the characters, the worlds that are going to be on the toys and the food and the action figures and the amiibos. These characters, these games, even the games that are being worked on now that haven't come out yet, are going to drive the brand not just within a console generation, but forever, kind of like how Disney does it. These aren't one-off games that exist within a generation. These are games that simply exist within the universe of Nintendo, and at any time, they could come back and, in my opinion, remind the industry, and they always remind me, why video games exist. It's to delight, it's to engage, it's to entertain, and it's to remind us that it's not about killing people in HD. It's about remembering what it was like to be a child, to run around, to have fun, to discover and to wonder, and to not take everything so seriously. Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are a testament not just to the creative spark within Nintendo. It's not just a testament to how great their first party is. It's a testament to an idea and a philosophy that's endured since September 23rd, 1889, 136 years ago. Yes, the same philosophy that drove Hanafuda cards and love hotels and even taxi cab services is driving Nintendo now when it comes to how they create, how they entertain, and what they expect these IP to do. They're not just driving sales in an individual generation. They're driving the long tail of the entire brand of Nintendo. And that's why I feel like a review of an older game that comes back from Nintendo, it'd be kind of disingenuous for me to tell you it's an 8 out of 9, it's a 9 out of 10, or it's this or it's that. Because ultimately what it is a fantastic game in the generation it was released. It didn't have a peer back then. It speaks to what it is they're going to keep doing, how they do things, and why all of us have fallen in love with the brand of Nintendo. So Galaxy being back, for me, is a reminder of all things Nintendo, the place to go for fun, the place to escape, and the place to expect that seal of quality to continue when it comes to their video games. Now, this is just my opinion. I think these are two of the best platforming games ever created, and I feel like they remind me of something much greater than what is the score of these individual games back then, what is the score of them now on the Switch 2, how does it compare to anything? Because most of the stuff that people were comparing it to way back when these games came out aren't even around anymore, but Nintendo is. Their philosophy is, their strategy is, everything is healthy, and there's a reason for it. Nintendo is the gold standard. I'm very, very happy with these two releases, and I'm very, very excited again about just sitting back, playing great video games, not having to think, and feel like a child again. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2. Everyone loves Galaxy 2 as it sort of innovated on the ideas of Galaxy 1. I feel like it's so hard to pick one of these games and say that's the better one. They have to be both played and enjoyed, but I'm looking forward to getting through Galaxy 2 again. I'm looking forward to what's coming from Nintendo in the future, and I'm also looking forward to the past and how they decide to remind me of just how great it was and how great it is and how great it's going to be. Thanks for watching the video. You don't have to like this video. You don't have to subscribe to the video. The only thing that I want to happen is if you watch this video, go out, have some fun, play video games. Don't worry so much about the technical aspects of everything. Think about the totality of the experience that you're getting and how it makes you feel when you're playing it. And if you feel joy and fun, that's really all it's worth and all it's about. Thanks for watching.